Welcome back to another video. In our next project, we will need to use animation properties of CSS. So before I use it in the project, I will give you a quick introduction to the CSS animations. Let's start. An animation lets an element gradually change from one style to another. You can change as many CSS properties you want, as many times you want. We can use animations in CSS in two different ways. We can either use transition property or animation property. Transition property is used when an event occurs. For example, when I hover on this shape, I will change the background color to green. Now to animate this, I can give transition property. By default it will animate all styles. Now we need to specify the animation duration. I will give 1 second. Or you can specify the style you want to animate. Here we can give animation timing functions and animation delay also. The linear here is the animation timing function. Some of the other animation timing functions are ease in, ease out, ease in and out, and cubic hazier for advanced animations. And the 5 second here is the animation delay. That means when I hover on this shape, animation will start after 5 seconds and it will take 1 second to complete the animation. Now for the simple animations, we can use transition property. For more advanced animations, we will need to use animation property. First we need to give an animation name. After the animation name, we can give animation duration. To use CSS animation, you must first specify some keyframes for the animation. The keyframes hold what styles the element will have at certain times. When you specify CSS styles inside the keyframes, the animation will gradually change from the current style to the new style at certain times. For example, after at keyframes, we need to give the animation name and open curly braces. Here we can define at what interval what style is needed. For basic one, I can give when we start, we need background color red. When we end, we need background color green. You can see that when the animation completes, it changes back to the default state, that's background color black in this case. We can give animation directions, alternate, reverse, backwards, both, forwards, infinite, none, normal, reverse. We can give animation direction using these values. If I click on the forwards, it will start from background red, and when the animation ends with background color green, the style will stay there. For reverse, as the name suggests, it will start from background color green and end with background color red. Now I can use infinite also. Here, the animation will occur infinite times, or I can specify the count, how many times the animation should run. If I give 2 times, it will change 2 times and come back to the default state. Now instead of giving from and to, we can give more intervals. So here we have given animation name and animation duration. We need at least these two properties for the animation to work. We can give animation timing function. After that we can give animation delay. Then we can give animation iteration count. And last, we can give animation direction. We can write the shorthand for all these properties in one line using the property name animation and giving the values in order. First we need the animation name, then the animation duration, then we can give animation timing function, animation delay, animation iteration count, that is how many times animation has to run. I have given infinite here. Then we can give animation direction. We can change multiple values at a time. So these are the basics you need to know before we start the Mars project. We will learn more about the CSS animation here. For now, bye guys.